Matthew chapter 5, verse 4, the second beatitude says, God blesses those people who grieve. They will find comfort.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Kate here and welcome back to the channel. So it's honestly crazy to me that we are wrapping up February and approaching the early weeks of March. It's just insane how fast time has been going by. So anytime a month comes to a close and a new one begins, I personally love to just take a look at my overall mental health within the past couple weeks and just see how I've been doing, because I think it's really important to stay on top of things like that and make sure that you're feeling the best you can be. So I have been listening to some podcasts, reading some books, personally, because I did notice that a few weeks ago there definitely was a spike in my depression for sure. And I figured that it was very easy for a lot of people to kind of get into the same downward spiral that I did. So I really wanted to share with you guys some of the routines that I've developed to hopefully help in helping you feel a little bit happier, especially now that spring is coming up and I'm just so excited for the weather to get nicer and for all of us to just get some much needed vitamin D. Let's just go ahead and get into some of the habits that I've been doing to boost my mood and overall energy. First thing that I love to do is write in my journal and just put down everything onto a piece of paper. So what I will do is I'll put a self-check-in header on one of the pages, and then I will write my overall mental health on a scale of 1 to 10. Obviously, numbers aren't everything, but this really just helps me pinpoint exactly where I'm at, and then I can see kind of what I can do to improve that number on the scale. Then that will boost my mood up a little bit, and I can continue making progress in the right direction. The weather has been really doing its own thing. So here in New York, some days it will be cloudy and rainy, and then all of a sudden it will be bright, sunny, and beautiful. And whenever the weather is like that, I try to take advantage of it as much as I possibly can. Going outside definitely is another habit that I've been trying to incorporate into my daily routine. Also too, if I want to just kind of like mix up my environment, I will drive down to the beach so that I can just see the ocean and feel the ocean breeze on my face. I think that is definitely something that is really refreshing and certainly changes my outlook on life.
Very first thing on the checklist to creating a great week is you got to do a brain dump. Now I know what you're thinking. What is a brain dump? It is as simple as it sounds. You're going to take everything that's up in your brain that's weighing you down, and you are going to get it out of your brain and dump it onto a piece of paper.
I am a huge fan of Mel Robbins. I really think that some of her tips and tricks for just living a happier life are so great. And one of the things that she emphasized was the simplicity of a to-do list. So personally for me, if I notice that I have a lot of tasks that I've been putting off for days, whether it's laundry, doing the dishes, deep cleaning my room, I find that writing those things down and then physically checking them off really does help boost my morale. If I have a bunch of things just piled up that's cluttering my headspace, then I start to feel really guilty and just kind of down on myself. But if I do get them done, then I feel accomplished, like I have a sense of purpose, and I just sort of feel fulfilled with how I spent my day. Like everyone else in the world, I am currently in the middle of Onyx Storm, and there's something about dragons, magic, and getting lost in someone else's story that helps me relax so much. If I notice that I'm overly stressed about something on a given day and I have a little bit of time, I love to make a cozy cup of tea, grab a blanket, and just get lost in a good story. It definitely helps me feel better to pretend that I'm the character of a book and go on a different adventure for a change. So I really love to read at the end of my day. Another one of the mental health podcasts I have been listening to suggested going back to an activity that you used to do often as a kid. For me, that would be painting. And actually for my birthday last week, I did take some of my friends to a paint class at a local art studio near us. And we were kind of just, you know, holding our paintbrushes, making strokes on the canvas, and we looked around and we basically basically just said, why haven't we done this sooner? It was so nice to be around other people who also wanted to be creative. Going about my day in silence is definitely something that's not helpful for my spiraling thoughts. So if I notice that the house is a little bit more empty than I would like it to be, I love to put on an upbeat playlist. So I have a few that are my absolute go-tos. I have my Taylor Swift one, and I also do have a playlist that I absolutely love. It is all throwback songs, so like theme songs from previous Disney Channel movies that I loved growing up, and it's just always so fun to blast that around the house and just kind of dance around. I think that it definitely gives me a boost of serotonin for sure. Going to local coffee shops and grabbing a cup of coffee or one of my favorite pastries is also something that I love to do if I have some extra time on my hands. I love just watching people have conversations with each other, and it's really nice to be around the hustle and bustle of a happening business. I just think that it's really inspiring to see other people sit on their laptops and do work. It motivates me to be productive, and yeah, that's just one of the ways that I love to get out of the house. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about just how faith has really helped encourage me through dark times. So one of my all-time favorite verses from the Bible is from Matthew 6:25, and it says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" I really think that this kind of helps me prioritize what's important in life. So if I find that I'm overly shopping or indulging on things and I'm just worried about, you know, my appearance and all of that, I like to go back to this and just kind of let go and realize that life really isn't as serious as you might think it is. Sometimes we just get so lost in worried about what other people think of us, and it's really just important to recenter and focus on the Lord and all of the good things that He can bring to us in our times of need. I definitely think that that has kept me grounded through it all, and yeah, I just really wanted to just chat about that and share that with you because I personally love to read some Bible verses, whether it's in the morning or at night. It's just really encouraging and definitely a better way to spend my time than scrolling on my phone. So yeah, those are all of the habits that I've started to incorporate into my day to help me feel a lot happier and more energetic, especially in a time where we're coming out of winter. So I really hope that you guys got something out of this and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe, join the fam. That's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.